Lesson 87, Multiplying Algebraic Terms. Our objective is I can multiply algebraic terms to simplify algebraic expressions. Let's recall from our last lesson that I could take my coefficients and add them together. So 3x plus 2x I add together and I'll get 5x. I'm going to do something similar to that, but what if we multiply? So we were adding before, now we're going to multiply. Well, I'm going to separate it out because by the associative property and the commutative property, I can separate them out. So I'm going to group my numbers together and I'm going to group my variables together. Then I'll multiply them. 3 times 2 is 6. X times x is x squared. Because when I have things with the same base, I add the exponents. 1 plus 1 is 2. So let's go ahead and try this huge thing together. So I'm going to break this up. Negative 3 times x squared times y times 2 times x times negative 4 times x times y. Let's group all of my numbers together, all of my integers together. Negative 3 times 2 times negative 4. Let's group all of my x's together. X squared times x times x. And let's group those two y's together. Now I just need to multiply. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. Because a negative times a negative is a positive. X squared times x is x to the 4th. And y times y is y squared. So now I can group them all together. X to the 24 times x squared times y squared. Oh, sorry, x to the 4th times y squared will be my answer when we're all said and done. Go ahead and pause the video and try this one on your own. Now that you've tried it on your own, let's do it together. So I'm going to separate these all out. Negative 2 times a times b times a squared times b times 3 times b squared. I'm going to do all my coefficients together. So negative 2 times 3, and then my variables. A times a squared times b times b times b squared. Now let's multiply. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. A times a squared is a to the 3rd. B times b times b squared is b to the 4th. Now I can multiply them all together. Negative 6a to the 3rd, b to the 4th. Okay, let's try another one. Negative 3a squared b to the 3rd, all of that squared, which means that I'm actually doing this. Means that I have two of those. So let's separate them out now. Negative 3 times a squared times b to the 3rd times negative 3 times a squared times b to the 3rd. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. A squared times a squared is a to the 4th. B to the 3rd times b to the 3rd is b to the 6th. Not b to the 9th. Not b to the 9th, b to the 6th, because 3 plus 3 is 6. When I have things with the same base, I add the exponents. Go ahead and pause the video and try this last one on your own. Now that you've tried it on your own, let's do it together. So I have 5 times d. I have times negative 2 times d times f times negative 3 times d squared times f times g. Let's group some things together. 5 times negative 2 times negative 3 times d times d times d squared times f times g. Okay, let's combine things now. 5 times -2 is -10, times -3 is +30. D times d squared is d to the 4th, times f is f squared, times that lone g, that's going to be 30, d to the 4th, f squared, g. And you may say, Mr. Bibb, I put my variables in a different order. Is that okay? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just by tradition, I will write them in alphabetical order. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.